no scar, a little gospel of sharpness that had never traveled far. It could split a hair in theory, could divide the dark from light, could carve the air with elegance and leave the air polite. Every fool around the table leaned in close to watch it gleam, talking big about precision, about incision, edge and mean. But when the hour came for cutting, when the thing met hide and bone, it only sliced the thought of flesh and left the flesh alone. Bright little promise, cold little law, all dressed up in purpose, never touching what it saw. This is the knife that cuts nothing, paradox blade in a paper hand, sharp in concept, dull in living, drawing blood only in demand. It can wound a definition, it can split a scholar's tongue, but the body walks away untouched when all the cleverness is done. This is the knife that cuts nothing, all legend, no event. I've seen that kind of weapon in a courtroom, in a class, in the polished little sentence meant to let no daylight pass. A phrase so clean it thinks itself above the dirt of consequence, a thought so proud of its own angle it mistakes itself for a sense. There are men who love abstraction, like a duelist loves his blade, all flourish wrist and posture, all theater in the shade. They cut a man into a category, carve a world into a scheme, and stand amazed when nothing changes but the language of the scene. Name it finely, trim it thin, call the hollow discipline, mark the paper, miss the wound, let the bright steel whistle through. This is the knife that cuts nothing, paradox blade with the silver grin, sharp in theory, dead in practice, never entering idle sin. It can sever an argument neatly, it can fillet a point of view, but the living thing remains unbroken when the cutting is all untrue. This is the knife that cuts nothing, a concept dressed as steel. One for the claim, two for the pose, three for the polished way the cold edge shows, four for the lecture, five for the chart, six for the place it missed the beating heart. Cut the symbol, miss the hand, cut the map, miss the land, cut the name, miss the cry, cut the reason, miss the why. Flash in the light, soft in the deed, pretty little blade with no appetite to bleed. Talk like a killer, move like a saint, touch the world once, find out you ain't. Edge on the tongue, dull at the bone. Some knives were born to glitter alone, but I have held another metal, plain and ugly, workman worn, with no philosophy to boast of, no clean doctrine to adorn. And that old blade knew contact, knew resistance, knew the drag, knew that cutting in the real always leaves the bright edge flag. That's the difference worth remembering. Not every sharp thing truly parts. its cost, because a blade that cuts nothing never has to reckon loss. This is the knife that cuts nothing, paradox blade in a scholar's glove, sharp in concept, dull in history, slicing the idea but not the blood. It can open up a theory, it can trim a principle down, but the world keeps standing flesh and stubborn when the bright thought comes around. This is the knife that cuts nothing, all gleam and known. So mind the edge that loves display, mind the hand that cuts this way, mind the blade that wins in speech but leaves the living out of reach. Not every sharpness makes a mark, not every knife gets to the dark. Some only carve the thought of pain and call the absence